It's Ball Hub. Football history starts here. Subscribe, like, and share now. What if Lionel Messi wins the World Cup 2026? What if football history repeats itself in the most unbelievable way? One more time? What if the greatest player of all time closes his career not just as a champion, but as a player who conquered football twice at the highest stage? This is not just a question. This is a scenario that could change how the world defines greatness forever. Because Lionel Messi has already done what many thought was impossible. He won the World Cup in 2022. He completed football. He became a legend beyond debate. But football never truly ends a story. It always asks for one more chapter. And in 2026, the world may witness something no one is fully prepared for. A final attempt. A final dream. A final dance. Lionel Messi walking into another World Cup, not as a young rising star, not as a player chasing legacy, but as a living legend trying to extend it one more time. The question is not whether Messi is still good. The question is whether football itself will allow another miracle. Because by 2026, Messi will be older, slower, more experienced. But experience in football is not a weakness. Sometimes, it is the most dangerous weapon of all. Every touch becomes smarter. Every pass becomes intentional. Every movement becomes calculated. And that is what makes this story so powerful. Because if Messi wins the 2026 World Cup, it will not just be another trophy. It will be something beyond sport. It will be a moment that changes the definition of greatness. Think about it. A player who already won the biggest trophy in football history, returning again, facing younger, faster, stronger opponents, and still ending at the top of the world. That is not normal sport anymore. That is legacy rewriting itself. Now imagine the tournament begins. The world is watching. Every match Messi plays becomes global news. Every touch becomes a highlight. Every free kick becomes a moment of expectation. Argentina enters the tournament with pressure like never before. Because when you are already champions, everyone wants to defeat you. Everyone wants to end your story. Everyone wants to stop your legacy from growing further. But that is where Messi becomes dangerous. Because pressure does not break him anymore. Pressure defines him. And if Argentina begins to progress through the tournament, something starts happening in the world of football. Belief starts growing. At first, it is quiet. Fans saying maybe. Analysts saying possibly. Then suddenly it becomes louder. Could Messi really do it again? Could he actually win back-to-back World Cups? No one has seen this version of football history before. And that is what makes it so powerful. Because every match becomes heavier. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the final. A final that could decide everything. A final that could define an entire generation of football. And in that final moment, everything slows down. The stadium is full. Millions watching. Billions expecting. The match is tied. The pressure is unbearable. And then the moment arrives. Messi steps into the game's most important phase. A free kick. A pass. A dribble. A moment of pure football intelligence. The same player who once carried Argentina to glory now stands again at the edge of history. And in that moment, football becomes silent. Not literally, but emotionally. Because everyone knows what is happening. This is not just a match anymore. This is legacy in real time. And if Messi scores, if Argentina wins, if the trophy is lifted again, then football history changes forever. Because no one expected this version of the story. Not after 2022. Not at this age. Not in this era of competition. But football has one rule. Never underestimate greatness. Because greatness does not follow logic. It follows moments. And Messi is the king of moments. But before we go deeper into what happens if Messi wins 2026, we must understand what it means for the world of football. Because this victory would not just affect Argentina. It would affect every football debate on earth. GOAT debates. legacy discussions, generational comparisons. Everything would shift, and the football world would be forced to ask a question it has avoided for years. Is Lionel Messi not just the greatest of his generation, but the greatest of all time in a way no one can ever repeat?